In life we always have, like, I don't know, types of things that we're interested in and phases of our lives that we grow and we change from, and we also have requirements in life. So, you know, I mean, and different requirements across the world. Like in some countries, you know, you're required to wear a abaya. In some countries you're required to wear school uniforms. In some countries you're not. Some countries like Korea has certain hairstyles that are only applicable when you go to the hairdresser because they're so strict on what people need to fit. But at the same time we also have a freedom of choice and a power of the ability to evolve in our circumstances and restrictions of, you know, each passing life and environment and decade. What was once, you know, deemed not appropriate now is often appropriate. I mean, a long time ago, women never wore bikinis. The pill was not available. Back in the day, men couldn't be stay-at-home parents. Like, the life of us as humans is ever evolving, and in fact we are probably got more opportunity to most regard than we ever had and have today. However, we always are still looking to find fault, and the thing we need to understand is that looking for opportunities is a much better way of finding opportunities rather than shaming and judgment and finding fault in others. Looking at our own stories, what we can do with whom we are, is going to benefit us far more than looking at another person's story and pointing fingers and judging and shame in another culture. What we have to understand is that we have to work with whom we are. When we heal, when we be kinder, when we be more loving, when we change in a better direction, the world also has small snippets of change. And when we work from this aspect, we're able to change the world through our light and kindness within. If we go around the world always trying to change others, pointing out when something's not healthy or something's not good or something's not right, we lose the power to work on ourselves. So when we start to realize that that's the only thing we have the power of to change is ourselves and what we do with ourselves, then we start to utilize it a lot better, and we also start to benefit the world, because when we start this process of working on ourselves, we lessen the shame and judgment and opinions of others, which has always been something that's hurt or challenged people. For example, if we are people that are looking to be healthier or looking to be less angry, if we go around pointing out everyone else's reasons why we might be angry or why we aren't healthier, does it change anything about whom we are or help us to progress into a better way? It doesn't. So we have to understand we're ever evolving humans, but the evolution today is that we're always evolving, trying to manage everyone else, and we have to step away and start managing ourselves. We have to also look at the media and the way it talks, you know, for example, talking about mannequins and their sizes. Does it really matter what size they are? They're just advertising clothing. We could use our communications as much more influential than talking about size of a mannequin. It shouldn't even be an issue. We're all lots of different sizes in the human. What we could be talking about is how do we get less plastic in the ocean? How do we make the world more environmentally friendly? And when you really start to look at our conversations and what we're talking about, like, does it really matter what someone's wearing or the lipstick they're wearing or the haircut? Does it really matter, these things? Will it really change anything? And when we start to realize that, and we realize looking at what we can do will change things, and then looking at really important subjects like how can we be kinder, not how do we change a person so we can be kinder, but how can we be kinder in general, how can we be more loving, accepting. These are the things that are going to make the bigger difference to the world in general to change.